pleasant day to all of you. First of all, I thank you all for giving me this opportunity to speak in this very special event. It has been my greatest pleasure to stand in front of you all today. As we all know, last March 2020, coronavirus disease had caused a lockdown in the Philippines. We all know that this pandemic or this crisis caused a huge impact in our daily life. It affected our economy, our businesses, our families, and most importantly, education. Of course, education cannot be stopped. It is highly important, yet easy to be overlooked. I believe that education should be one of the prioritized topics in this country. We need a better strategy or a better plan in pushing this online learning that we are conducting, where not only students, but also their parents and their teachers, mentors, or professors will stay physically, emotionally, and mentally healthy. We see students, even teachers who get tired, stressed, drained, or worse, depressed. Like what I said, learning is really important and should not be stopped. But we must also know that learning is not meant to burden people. Education is meant to give hope to our country, to have a legacy for our future leaders. What's education when those who teach and those who are being educated are in harm's way? Now that is a problem we face for our learning students. The next thing is, what about those who cannot study? In this time of pandemic, we could say that devices are needed to study virtually. And not only that, you might also need access to the internet. What about those who cannot afford those kind of things? What about those who can't afford food and other needs? There are people who are not financially able even before the pandemic. There are people who can't afford enrollment for their children. And what more if the whole country is on lockdown? Now the good news is, there are programs or outreaches that help those people, and my dream is for every child, even those in remote areas, will have the right to education. I continually hope to have more of these programs in the near future. There are barriers that should be broken, problems that need to be solved, and it cannot be solved by some people only. Now the last question is, what now? What do we need? We need a better system of our education. People need to understand that pushing this online learning won't be easy for everybody. We are still going through a global scale virus outbreak. We need to have aid for those who are needy, mentally, physically, or even financially. We should stand together and break the walls that hinder us from success. And what can we do? We all have a voice. We have our voice to speak. We have social media. We have connections. We have a voice for those who are mute. We think that everyone is at peace, but in reality, the people just won't speak. Let us stand to help those who cannot. We will not only depend on our government. We can do something to help others so we can go through this together. We must let them see a ray of hope in life, a hope of success, and that will provide the light to everyone's bright future. Thank you all for listening.